Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan, and welcome to another one of my outrageously amazing, insanely enlightening master keys of creation about how to be the unlimited source master of divine creation that you truly are, to create the joy, love, well-being, and abundance you desire, and you'll find tons more self-empowering goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator on my website at ZaKaiRan.com. So here we go. Easy money. Money should be and can be easy. Riches should be and can be easy if you allow it and don't block it with limiting thoughts. One of the main issues as to why so many people struggle with money and struggle to achieve financial freedom is they equate money and the ways to get money with struggle and hard work. Because society has trained us all to believe that money is difficult to come by rather than easy to come by. Unless you were raised in a business and investing environment and a business-oriented family who taught you that money is easy to come by. Otherwise, if you were typically raised in a blue-collar environment, you were taught to believe a whole list of limiting beliefs about money, such as money is not spiritual, and certainly it is bad to be rich or evil to be rich, or rich people are corrupt, or it's not spiritual to be rich. Money's the root of all evil. You got to work hard for your money, honey. You got to do things that you don't like to earn money. You got to work hard for it, honey, etc., etc. So difficulty and struggle and hard work and unwanted things and non-spiritual things are all tied up in the psyche of humanity around money. And it got there because humanity doesn't know that they have the power to create and attract money easily without any struggle or difficulty at all. They don't understand that money and everything else that you want, anything else that you want, comes from source and the infinite abundant universe. And you have the freedom to have as much money as you like without any judgment whatsoever. And you can create and attract it easily without struggle and hard work and without having to do unwanted things or sell your soul to the proverbial devil to get what you want. Instead, humanity believes that money only comes from other people who have more money than you. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing. And to get that money from other people, you got to scratch a lot of backs and make a lot of deals and a lot of agreements with other people and study hard and earn degrees and prove your worth and be invaluable and work hard and sacrifice things that you don't like to do and do things you don't like to do to get things you want that you do like, or simply put you have an unhappy journey to obtain a happy solution. And all of these limiting beliefs that society teaches us is quite confusing because all of that hard work and struggle is supposed to get you what you want. It's supposed to get you somewhere, but it seems to get us absolutely nothing except more hard work and more struggle. And there are other people who are raised in more affluent classes of society who seem to attract money in copious amounts and seem to do it quite easily with zero struggle and zero work. Certainly a lot less work than us working men and women who are working hard for our money. And then there's the entertainers who get rich having fun and doing fun things, entertaining us and being funny and acting in movies and of course musicians and so forth, which is completely contrary to the idiotic belief in our blue-collar society that hard work is supposedly the virtuous path. So, how can I get the easy money? How can I get the big money but without having to sell my soul to the company store? Well, to get there, we must start at the beginning. The title of this is Easy Money. Money should be and can be easy. Riches should be and can be easy if you allow it and don't block it with limiting thoughts and doubts. So the beginning is this. At the core of our being, we are all infinitely powerful and completely unlimited in nature. We are all immortal, eternal creators. We are infinite, eternal source in human bodies. And our purpose in life is joyful creation and 100% ease and grace. Absolutely anything we want, we have the full power and freedom to easily and effortlessly create and attract these desires into our physical realities. And we have the full unconditional support of the entire universe to help us with zero judgments. And so if we had been supported to continue in that inner divine knowing about our infinite power as unlimited creators, here to have fun creating our desires into physical reality, when we were children, well, then everything we wanted, we would just desire them and then allow them to come. And then the universe would deliver them on silver platters for us. But instead of being taught and reminded that we are unlimited source in human bodies from square one as children, we were instead taught to believe that we were limited and faulty and sinful and bad little kids that need to get spanked. Instead of being taught that we were source in human bodies, we were taught to believe we were lesser than source, aka God, and need to prove our worthiness to this supposedly judgmental, insecure overlord who needs therapy. Instead of being reminded of our infinite power, we were taught that we were powerless and helpless. Instead of being taught that we create our own realities and we can easily create any reality we desire, we were taught that we had to live a life trying to please other people to ensure our emotional and financial survival, and we had to make deals and agreements with other people and society and do as we were told, and make deals and agreements with God and religions, and we had to follow a whole list of rules, etc. Instead of being reminded that we had our own inner guidance system, our own source self that is always guiding us to goodness and joy and abundance and love and ease and fun and riches and well-being, and who is guiding us to the manifestation of all of our desires with the feelings of joy and excitement. Instead, we were taught to first follow the guidance of our parents to make them happy, and then clergy, and then teachers, and then bosses, and then society, and then politicians, etc., etc. Again, to make them all happy, to approve of us because we're doing the right thing. And we were taught that it was our job to help other people achieve their dreams and desires, and to be happy with the few crumbs that fall from the table. We were taught to believe that only the chosen few get to succeed and be free. We were taught that if you towed the line down here on earth, well, you'd get your reward in heaven. I mean, I could go on and on and on and write an entire encyclopedia of books detailing all of the insane, limiting lies and ignorant, misguided, completely untrue beliefs that society believes, and that teachers, and especially in the religions that do nothing except keep humanity enslaved by their own limited beliefs. Enslaved is a pretty descriptive and perhaps excessive word to use, but it is a strong word that describes the ultimate in disempowerment, and that is ultimately very apt because there is no such thing as assertion. There is only attraction, and even the slave attracted the master. It is an apt analogy, except that humans are enslaving themselves by believing all of the lies that humanity has shoved into their heads. And your liberation from all of the limiting beliefs that society has trained you to believe is to simply let them all go, and to realize that the contrast of unwanted things inspires a desire for wanted things. Problems inspire solutions. And so your solution is to just walk away from all of the lies that society has taught you about money and everything else, and follow your own guidance in relationship to your desires, and how to live your own life in a joyfully abundant way. And it will help to understand that you did not come to planet Earth to prove anything to anyone or to please anyone. You came here for the joy of creation. No other reason. And it will help to remember that anything you want, you can be it, you can do it, and you can have it absolutely easily, without struggle, without hardship, and without having to make deals and do unwanted things, without having to prove your worthiness, etc. In fact, doing unwanted things will never get you what you want, because you cannot achieve a happy result from an unhappy journey. Especially because you're here for the adventure of creating your desires, not to amass creations. It is not whoever has the most toys when they dies wins. It's whoever has the most fun creating the most toys wins. And who has the most fun in general wins. And because you are not here to prove anything to humans or some sort of judgmental God, and you are not here to prove your worthiness by how much you have struggled, and you don't have to prove that you are pure or etc. Well, then that means you can be, do, and have absolutely whatever you want easily. Ease should now be your mantra. Whatever you want, you can have it easily. Struggle is not mandatory and is absolutely unnecessary. Struggle only comes from adopting limited beliefs and doubt. Struggle only comes from blocking the infinite flow of abundance with your limiting thoughts and your doubts and trying to prove your worthiness to deserve to get what you want. But if you can let all of that go and stop trying to prove your worth to others, you can create absolutely anything you desire extremely easily. You'll be surprised, because that's how the infinitely abundant, unlimited universe works. The unlimited, infinite, eternal universe does not struggle to create anything, and you are that infinite universe. You are not separate in any way from that infinite, unlimited, all-powerful universe. You are not separate from Source. You are not limited in any way. You only believe that you are limited because society has taught you that bullshit. So, you naturally attract limitation when you believe in limitation. Your unlimited, all-powerful, creative nature attracts limitation because you believe that limitation is real. And whatever you focus upon, you attract more of that. But limitation is 100% not real. But you have the complete freedom as an unlimited, eternal, infinite, all-powerful creator to create as much limitation and struggle and disempowerment and helplessness and unworthiness and doubt and hardship, etc. as you like, or it's your choice to create as much ease and joy and effortlessness and ecstasy and bliss as you like. And it's easy to know what you're choosing in every moment with your thoughts by how you feel. If you feel bad, well, you're choosing the path of struggle, very simply. If you feel good, you're choosing the path of ease. If you feel bad, you've fallen into the old patterns of believing the malarkey that humanity has taught you about whatever you are thinking about. If you feel good, then you're thinking in a similar way as your Source, who always thinks in unlimited ways. If you feel bad, you're thinking about unwanted things and probably trying to please humanity rather than pleasing yourself. If you feel bad, you're choosing old momentum of struggle to prove worthiness rather than choosing unlimited joy and infinite abundance, which will always feel great. It always feels bad to think in limited, judgmental, and doubting ways, because who you truly are is Source, and how the universe of creation always is completely unlimited, where absolutely anything is possible. And when you think in limited ways, you're thinking contrarily to how your Source and the universe Or to use old terminology, how God thinks. Because if God was actually a judgmental dickhead, as religions portray God to be, well, then it would actually feel good to be a judgmental dickhead down here on planet Earth, because you would then be in alignment with God. But being a judgmental dickhead never ever feels good, because God's source does not ever judge anyone for any reason. Source is 100% complete and total unconditional love. And when you are happy and thinking in unlimited, non-judgmental, unconditionally loving ways, you will always feel pure ecstasy, because you are in direct attunement with God's source and who you truly are as source. And you are in direct alignment with the infinitely unconditionally loving state of the entire universe of creation. So there's your roadmap to easy money. That's the GPS to getting yourself into alignment with your true nature of easy creation and easy money and easy love and easy relationship and easy success and easy creativity, and then an easy creation of absolutely anything you desire, which is a completely different map to the map that society follows, which does nothing but lead them around to nowhere like a flock of lost sheep with no shepherd. And when you follow the divine map of infinite power, well-being, abundance, and joy, well, you never get lost, and you are always clear about what you want and clear about how to get there. And you're never confused or lonely, because you always have your source 24/7 completely supporting you and guiding you and unconditionally loving you, and the entire universe supporting you to easily be, do, and have whatever you want, and always take you on the pathway of most allowance and most joy and most well-being and most abundance and most fulfillment. But most of all, guiding you and supporting you to be your true, divine, unlimited, infinite, joyful, abundant source self that you truly are. So remember that when you are completely alone at the top of the mountain, because no one else followed you or walked beside you or walked with you, and they're all still wandering around lost in the valley, following the map to nowhere that was taught to them by society. But even though you are physically alone, your source in the entire universe is right there with you. Nature is right there with you, because nature is always connected to source. You are never alone. We are always there with you 24/7. We've always got your back, and we always will. And we're always there laughing with you. Sometimes we're giggling a little bit at you, but mostly we're laughing with you, because we understand that there's nothing serious going on down here. And we're always delighting in the infinite wonders of the universe. And you are one of those infinite wonders. And we are very much proud of you, always. And you will only be lonely and feel like we've abandoned you when you get lost in the valley, where you are thinking limited, judgmental, doubtful-oriented thoughts. But we haven't ever abandoned you and never will. We're still right there, always with you, guiding you, calling you to the light, so to speak. You just can't feel us, because you're thinking in contrarily limited ways. You've blocked yourself off from us. We haven't blocked ourselves off from you. But we always keep the light on for you 24/7. Never gets turned off. We're always at the top of the mountain, yodeling down the canyon, singing, "Come on up. The view is amazing up here." And we're in the lake saying, "Go ahead, jump in. The water is beautiful." And don't worry about the lost sheep that are wandering around down in the valley because of all the crap that society's taught them. They're all being guided by their own sources as well. their own source is also at the top of the mountain going, come on up here where it's a lot more fun. Just keep inviting them to the top of the mountain like their source does, and don't feel bad if very few people accept your gracious invitation to experience more joy and more well-being and abundance. But the ones that do accept your invitation, well, give them all of your attention and pay no attention to the lost sheep that can't even hear you and can't even see you and just bitch, moan, and complain about what you're doing. Otherwise, you'll be influenced by them, and rather than you influencing them. And then you'll get lost right along with them. But if you do temporarily get lost in the proverbial briar patch, well, don't give yourself a hard time. Just chalk it up to experience and playing the game of contrast, of unwanted things. And then appreciate your newfound clarity that those unwanted things have given you, because you're never more clear about what you want than when you are clear about what you don't want. So, I hope you enjoyed my podcast, Easy Money, and it has helped you to start chanting your new universal, infinite, unlimited abundance mantra, which is ease. And it helps you realize that you can easily create absolutely anything you desire as soon as you remember your true nature as an infinitely unlimited, easy creator of reality. And it helps you realize that your holy mission in life is to have a ton of fun creating fun things here on planet Earth. And it helps you realize that you're here for the adventure of creation and creating your desires. And the desires are just the excuse to go on the joyful adventure of creation. And you're not here to prove anything to anyone. Not to gods, not to humans, anything. You're just here to have fun, and you're here to have fun creating fun things on planet Earth. So, if you did enjoy this, please share this with your friends. Bless them with these amazing teachings. Subscribe to my YouTube and podcast channels, The Master Keys of Creation. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for more powerful goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality. My name is ZaKaiRan, and I'm here to help you remember that you are an unlimited master of divine creation, and you have the power and freedom to create the joy, love, well-being, and abundance you desire. Thanks again for watching this video or listening to this podcast, and I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And, of course, remember to make life a holiday. Woohoo!